good day, my ladies and my gents. Happy Sunday, which means it's time for a Sunday Tex Talk. Um, just kind of giving an update on a little bit of what's going on in my world down here in southern Texas, about I don't know, 30, 40 minutes east of Boston. Uh, but I have been, if any of y'all have been following me any length of time, I was off work about, the end of June year and a half ago, uh, with damage to my knee after having shattered it about 5 years ago. And by November, my company had been bought out and shut down, and I was retired essentially. I was without a job, and with everything else going on, wound up not being able to pass my DOT physical because of my leg. Well, hey, now I'm no longer a truck driver, so but I have not done anything really physical since the end of June 2024. And my body's been feeling it. I've been trying to not eat so much, but I am gaining weight, getting a little bit more tubby. Saw some photos of me in my brother's house over Christmas, and yee, boy's getting tubby. So I decided this last week I'm going to go out. I've got 2.5 acres of land, but less than an acre and a half of it, about a half of the land that I've got is actually usable, and about a third of that land, about half an acre or so, is basically woodland, and it is shot through with grapevine, it is shot through with kudzu, and it is shot through with trees with thorns. And basically that whole area is off limits. You can't even get into it. So I decided about a week and a half ago, I managed to find a chainsaw, electric battery chainsaw online that's got a 10-foot extender pole. And so I had some other trees that I needed to cut because the branches are starting to rub on the roof, and that's not a good thing. So, but anyway, got that taken care of. I started cutting into the brush and at the edge of it, and kind of trimming some of that back. And now I'm getting into the forest and cutting it back, and getting anything with thorns goes. So I've been first day I was out there for a couple of hours, and I was hurting. And since then, I've been going out about 30 minutes a day, 35 minutes a day, and I can really feel a difference. Um, if you're pretty sedentary, find something to get a little bit of exercise. It really does help. So, but anyway, yeah, it's it was we're officially, I guess, into winter down here in Texas. It was 26 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. So, ouch. Yeah. So anyway, one thing I wanted to bring up, I made me a couple of notes here to make sure that I got things right. I was wandering around the cesspool that is Facebook, and not too long ago, I came across one of the pages called Carl's Scale Model Showcase. And it's primarily for guys and gals. I say guys, I'm using the old fashioned way of doing it, like we talked about back in the day. But anyway, for whoever does modeling for trucks, 18-wheeler type. Um, and That's what it's aimed at. So, there's some that aimed at low riders, some that off road. There's one for Mobius kits only, that kind of thing. But this one is for, trucks. Well, I'm looking at this, and I'm a decent modeler. I'm not great. I am not going to admit that. I'm fairly good. I have some decent outcomes on kits. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. But it is I see some of these like on the lowrider sites, or the ones that do those, and all the fantastic paint jobs and everything. I'm looking at it and going, hey, those are good. Well, I get the same feeling when I look at some of these guys on this Carl's Scale Model Showcase, because these guys are, they're artists. That's, all I can say. They're artists. And the other day, a couple of days ago, I came across one where they were talking about some new products they're offering, and apparently it's connected through a company out of Canada called 3D Concepts Limited. It's I'll have the uh, I got the name of it right up here, and I'll have a link in the description. And they sell parts for uh, trucks, model trucks, primarily 1/16th, 1/24th, and 1/25th scales. Some are interchangeable, 1/24, 1/25. Some are specific for one or the other. And but he's got a lot of stuff, and boy, is it easy to spend a lot of money quick. Um, yeah. Now, their site is in Canadian dollars, and if you do a conversion, you can find out what it is for US dollars if you're here in the US. But their site is on Canadian, and yeah, I had one. I initially started out with, I got up to around $440 Canadian, which was around $350 American. That's way too much. I can't afford that. So I had to cut it way back. So, yeah, they, some of the stuff there is just really, it's pretty. Um, so talk more about them when I actually get some parts that get here, because I've got to, they've got to get them together and send them out. So, but anyway, I thought I would throw that out there. Um, Still recovering a little from working about an hour and a half out there this morning. Yeah, old man, and I'm not used to working it like that. It does feel good, but my goodness. But anyway, I thought I would give a quick show as to what I've got done. I haven't really gotten a whole lot done this last week on this 53 Ford Victoria. Um, but I'll give you a quick update on that and show you what I got. Okay, well, here's pretty much what we got going on. First of all, I went ahead and I did the a little bit of dust on that. Hey, throw it on the table, stupid. Um, I'm a little disappointed with myself. I went through and I got, of course, all of the paint on it, and then I masked off and I did the chrome trim, and I'm gonna have to go over it again, doggone it. And then when I got all done and cleaned up and everything, I went out and I gave it a spray with uh, some rattle can clear, uh, gloss. But there's some parts that it didn't quite work out, and I got a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit of orange peeling, it's slight right up in here, but and of course in some areas like back here, I'm gonna have to touch up with blue paint, and because it kind of made things run a little. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna have to do some touching up with that. Of course, I got all my little bits and parts pretty well painted up. I've got the steering column that I need to finish up, and radiator finish up, steering wheel got to finish it up. What I'm quite pleased with, and I'll show you all this, was the dashboard and the interior parts. You can already see what I got going on here. Zoom in a bit. First, the dashboard. This is a speaker grill going online. Now, mind you, these decals, this is a 97 edition. I'm not too awful happy with the paint here, but I've done about as good as my brushes will let me get. Um, and But the decals are, holy cripes, 28, 29 years old. Ow! 97. It shouldn't be that far from the 2000 1990s. Anyway, uh, they did lay down rather nicely. I had to be kind of careful because they are a little fragile, but nothing serious. But I thought that turned out. I'm not quite done with it. I got a little bit more to work with, but I thought that turned out quite nicely, all things considered. And the blue, let me get my arm in the way, is of course this stuff, and which is horrible for bodies, but pretty nice for interiors. And then I wound up with these, and I'm not quite finished with it, but zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see a little bit without all of the garbagey stuff. Um, but it actually came out looking pretty nice, and I got both of them done with the trim and the knobs, things there. And I got the seats, the front seat. This part here, if you look online, it's actually a chrome, and I can see that I need to do a little bit of touching up. Most of this isn't going to be seen, but I kind of want it to be done right. And I went through, and of course I've got the back here that I need to finish up that I just remembered that I needed to do. So there are little grab bars, and I need to do a little bit of checking on that. And of course I've got the back seat with the ashtrays. And that actually came out pretty nice. So um all in all, um on that 3D uh, concepts, I did order a bunch of stuff. I'm still looking at building that uh, kind of low rider truck with the chopped Peterbilt cab that I need to do a bunch of work with, and building an interior and even a dashboard for, really, because it's, unless I can figure out a way to use the dashboard that came with the international cab over kit into a much narrower Peterbilt cab. Yeah, it's going to require a lot of chopping and everything, but a lot of that stuff that I got is going to be for that. And but still getting a lot of planning done and getting that stuff done. And but anyway, um, well, folks, that's kind of what I got going on this week. I'm trying to keep this kind of short. It's not exactly working. So, but anyway, yeah. Um, if you're looking for truck parts, go ahead and go on over, check out that 3D Concepts. Uh, they really got some cool stuff there, man. It's something amazing. And while we're talking 3D resin parts, let's be sure to mention Josh over at vcgresins.com. Go on down. Of course, when you go there, be sure, if you haven't already, sign up for the newsletter. Bottom of the homepage, name, email address, submit, you're signed up. No obligation, no cost. And if you haven't signed up, why not? You get 2, maybe 3 emails a month, maybe 4 on a very rare occasion. Usually when new products are coming out, or when Josh has some news about the shop that he needs to give out, plus once every month for basically a uh, what's coming the next month. So, but anyway, then you go shopping. Go check out what he's got available. Unfortunately, he's running low on Protect parts right now. It's hard to keep those things in stock. Uh, but go shopping, go looking around. He restocked some stuff. Got a, he's got some of those 427 single overhead cam engines. He's got, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those available. Still want to grab one? Go grab one. These new wheels and tires, stuff like this. He's got a bunch of the small block Chevy parts. that you can do some really wild stuff with your basic small block Chevy. Have some fun. When you go get done shopping, be sure and go on over to the checkout page, put in promo code Jester10. Save you 10% on your order. Every penny counts. And then just basically wait for the post office to do their thing. Josh mails out Tuesdays and Fridays. The promo code does not cover shipping, which is all at $6, which, yeah, that's pretty cheap. Y'all saw my What Did You Buy Wednesday a couple weeks ago. You saw the condition of the box that came. Post office munched it. So, but anyway, um, well, I think I've kept y'all about long enough. I probably ought to go ahead and cut this off and quit yammering, quit rambling. I'm an old man and I like to hear my own voice. So, anyway, uh, if you haven't already, please, if you like what you see, hit that like button. Drop me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Um, got any ideas or say hey or whatever. And if you haven't and you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button too. Just helps the algorithms a little bit, put this stuff out there a little bit more often. And if you have subscribed and you're coming back again and again to listen to this old fart talk, bless you. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. So, but anyway, yeah, quit yammering, stupid. Shut up. Let the folks go. B Tex signing out.